morning, and thank you for joining us on After GMS. It is Thursday, the 24th of February, and I'm Tracy McCain. Let's start there. With Marissa Tansino and meteorologist Ed Matthews and Christian Morgan. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Welcome on to our feed.
Yes, thanks for joining us this morning. Kind of a gloomy look outside over downtown Greensboro. Some raindrops on the camera there. And man, I took my dog outside yesterday after work, and I stepped on the ground, and it was just squishy. It was like a waterbed. So it was wet out there, guys.
Yesterday honestly was a whole lot wetter than we thought it would originally be. Greensboro picked up over an inch of rain from what would be, well, now see, my days are all mixed up. What would be Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So Greensboro picked up over an inch of rain there. Winston-Salem picked up about 1.75 inches. So it really was a wet morning yesterday, and shaping up to be another wet morning in some spots across the area this morning as well. Taking a live look over downtown Greensboro on that Greensboro weather camera. You notice the rain starting to come down pretty light in most of the triad right now, but there's some heavy rain to our north along the North Carolina-Virginia border. And take note of those temperatures. 50 in Greensboro now, 52 in Winston-Salem, and down in Asheboro too. Over in Lexington, 52 as well, 53 High Point, 51 in Burlington. And the reason I want you to take notice of that is because this will be the warmest that we'll see for the rest of the day. And in fact, we hit our high temperature for today just around 1 a.m. this morning. It was 57 degrees. And since then, temperatures have been falling, and they'll continue to fall as we go into the afternoon. And it really ends up being a raw afternoon of weather. Low 40s, maybe mid 40s when it's not raining. But this is going to be some chilly rain. Again, notice how the bulk of that rain is along the North Carolina-Virginia border, just to our north. But still, we have some scattered showers across the triad this morning, and that will continue as we go throughout the rest of the day and into the afternoon. Now, the best chance for rain and the bigger push of moisture is really going to come this morning. But as we head into the evening hours, we're not going to totally be done with this rain. So here's the setup. This is why this is happening. Really, this is our third wave of rain for the week so far. And last night, a cold front moved by us. It centered down to our south and kind of stalled out there, which allows the cold air from the north to build in for one day. But just as quickly as we got cold today, we're going to warm it right back up as a warm front lifts to the north heading into your Friday. And there will be one more cold front to slide by on your Friday, and that will bring some cooler air by the time we get into the weekend. First part of the weekend looking dry, and then we could have a chance at a little bit of rain early Sunday morning. So here's a closer look at it on Futurecast as we go throughout the rest of the day. Again, the biggest push of moisture comes through the middle of the day and then tapers off as we go into the afternoon. I'm not going to rule out a few scattered showers or maybe a few patches of drizzle this evening, but then watch what happens as we go into Thursday night, into Friday morning again. Another round of scattered showers, at least in the morning time frame. And then we start to dry things out. We'll bring the sunshine back, and we warm it up close to 70 for Friday afternoon. Here's today all wrapped up nice and pretty in one graphic for you. The temperatures fall as we go throughout the day. The best chance of rain is this morning, but we'll keep that 20 to 30% chance of a scattered shower and some patches of drizzle in this afternoon. Once we get into the low 40s, we actually stay parked there. We really don't get much colder than that overnight. 43 for the Piedmont Triad, and then likely the same story for the folks in the foothills and mountain communities as well. Low and mid 40s there by the time you're waking up on Friday morning. So the roller coaster ride, are you confused yet? It will continue going into the rest of the, well, really the next few days anyway. Low 40s this afternoon, upper 60s, close to 70 tomorrow, just in time to cool it back down for the weekend. Upper 40s and low 50s by Saturday. It's a dry day of weather, but the clouds will build. Chance of some chilly showers on Sunday morning. Then we're drying out Sunday afternoon, low 50s for Sunday, and then we have dry weather, and we get back to the mid 50s early next week.
So that's really just what we've experienced the last few weeks here, right? That roller coaster that Christian was showing you. And we're on it again. We've had chilly winter days. We had a little taste of spring here and there. I mean, it's just really been a mixed bag, and really every day is different.
Yes. Yep. And the question for us this morning is what your weather wish is for the rest of February. Several of you have been chiming in. One person says no more winters.
Amen.
Stephanie, on the other hand, says she wants one more big snow.
Oh, no. Another viewer also wishing for another snow before it's over, but I love the emoji, not necessarily what you typed, but that was cute. Look at that. Aw, look at the picture. Not an emoji.
It's too cold.
Yeah, it's a little meme. Little bunnies. Oh, no, they're
Those
cats.
are cats.
Doesn't that one look like a bunny, though? The white one?
No.
Kind of looks like a cat.
All right, let's move forward. Just skip. Yep, go ahead. Mike said he's liking weather in the 70s. Yeah, so weather in the 70s, something kind of like what we're going to see tomorrow. Of course, there's a chance of rain, but it really has felt like spring lately here in the Triad. And those kind of cooler mornings and warmer afternoons. One of these days had like so much humidity, I thought it was spring. So, I mean, it's kind of like I'm already there. You know, and the weather warm up this week just kind of pushed me over that spring edge.
Yeah.
It's like you give me a taste, now I want it all.
Yeah. So I said in the comments that I want spring, and I'm changing my answer. I'm taking it back because
what?
I'm selfish.
Oh.
I have a reason. And I only want it for the mountains because I'm supposed to go on a snowboarding trip on Monday. And it's going to be 50. And every single time Zach and I have tried to go snowboarding this year, in the mountains, something has ruined it.
Right, whether it's a bandaged toe or a warmer temperature.
A warmer temperature or a massive snowstorm that happened, because that was the first time there was a massive, or it wasn't a massive snowstorm, but it was that really nasty weather that we got. Then we tried to go a few weeks later, and it was like 60 degrees. So we were like, we're not going to waste our time because the whole mountain's going to be ice, and it was. And then this past week, I had a procedure done on my toe, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. My toe is better. I'm feeling great, and now there are 60s in the forecast.
I would just like to say that this is not my fault.
I know.
Or anyone's fault.
It's not anyone's fault. I'm just upset at the Earth.
Earth, you should know better.
Come on, Earth. So we'll see.
Okay, so that's one personal opinion.
Yes.
Ed Matthews, I can't wait to hear yours because you're usually in line with
Well, my phone's ringing. Hello? Is this Mother Earth? Yeah, Mother Earth is not excited about the comment you just made.
Oh, no.
Ooh.
I'll see myself out.
Ooh.
punishment.
Bye. Just kidding. Back.
You know, this was a tough decision for me because everybody knows how much I hate cold weather. There's no purpose for cold weather. The grass is not green. There's no leaves on the trees. It just stinks, except if you want to go snowboarding. Now, if you want to go snowboarding or snow skiing, it's great to have colder weather. But I finally decided that I want warm weather. Everybody knows how much I
It was
love
a
warm
hard decision.
Oh, it
Ed.
was tough. It was tough. I stayed up all night trying to figure this out. But I am a big fan of warmer weather. And we get these little tastes of 70-degree weather, like we're going to get again tomorrow. And it just makes you want spring to come even quicker. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Christian, you are next. And by the way, Jason, who loves to pick on you, I don't know if you guys are in cahoots, Marissa, but Jason Hutchins always gets on Christian. He said, I guess you didn't get the memo about wearing red today. But in your defense, we did not plan
No, we really didn't.
Literally just happened.
We planned the pink yesterday, and I came out of the bathroom when Tracy got here, and she goes, "You've got to be kidding me." So
Get out of my closet and my head.
I'm sorry.
All right, Christian, your
Someone
turn.
should call me. That's all I'm going to say. Somebody should call me next
You were
time.
already here when we found out.
Well, you know. That's beside the point. As you guys know, I love cold weather. But I'll say this. I enjoy every season. Fall, I think, is probably my favorite. And once you get into a season, you know, you've had it for a while, I think just the taste, the first taste of the next season or what we're supposed to have next, once we get that, I think it just kind of primes the mind and primes the mindset to be ready for that next season. So as you guys know, I like snow. We've had our fair share of that this winter. And, you know, we get these nice days, and it kind of sets the stage and gives you that spring fever, if you will. And I get ready for the next season that's to come. So if we could have some chilly mornings and then some afternoons in the low 60s, that's good golf weather, and I can handle that. And, you know, I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
I really dread, I've gotten where I really dread spring, not because of the weather, but because of the pollen. And over the years, my allergies have continually gotten worse.
Right.
And so I don't look forward to that. But, you know, I don't look forward to the humidity in the summer either. But if we could, I think everybody's ready to transition over into spring.
Yeah, there's always a downfall with every season.
Always.
Yeah. So with the spring, though, and the pollen, you always can get like a full night's rest and you feel so energetic, and then you go outside and the pollen hits and you look like you haven't slept in days.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like,
What's wrong, you hood?
right. And when you're on TV, people call in and they're like, what's going on with so-and-so?
Doing all right?
Right. Are they hungover? Like, what's going on? And
Nope.
That hasn't happened to me because I was like fresh as a daisy.
Yes, of course. And then I'm over here suffering with my inhaler and
Choking on a
red
granola
eyes,
bar.
and I'm like, ugh, can't breathe. So, and I do make that noise. So,
No, not
that
the
again?
asthma.
yeah.
All right, let's see what people are saying here on our feed. Scott Lynch says, love spring, but sometimes it comes with a price, again, with the pollen and the severe weather. That's right, those chances of afternoon storms, and some of them get pretty severe. That pattern starts. Joanne reminded us that most people are never satisfied regardless of what we get. Let's see. Jamie is wishing for temperatures back up and gas prices back down. Yeah, so we can get out and enjoy our trips.
Amen.
Right. Good point, Jamie. Carol said, I love snow, but fall is my favorite. Also, meteorologist Christian Morgan. So is Christian your favorite or is fall your favorite? I think it might be tied.
Is it me?
Yes, it's
Say
you.
me.
That's your name. Joanna said 72 degrees is great, just like yesterday. And Wally said, I want some snow. Katrina said, no more snow. She would like it sunny. And Sean wanted to tell you, Christian, that you look like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. That's a compliment.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I think it's like Get Christian Day.
It's
Well, that was a
Attack
compliment,
Christian
I
Day.
would think.
I thought that was every day.
Well, yeah.
Maybe not.
I was gonna make a comment.
Listen
on this.
here, boy.
I was gonna make. I was gonna make a comment
Wow.
on Christian's golf game, but he just kept talking, and I think that's because he knew that I was gonna try to make a comment about how bad.
Don't we have had some headlines we need to get to?
No.
Always.
Did you say no?
No, not yet. I wasn't done insulting you.
Okay, well, we do have one more conversation that we want to make sure that you're a part of about chili, so stick around for that. But we are going to move into our morning headlines. Thank you for the transition, Christian, and it is a serious one, our top story this morning. All of you already talking about Russia's invasion, a large-scale military invasion into Ukraine. Russia's President Vladimir Putin announced he would take military action, and then shortly afterwards, witnesses started reporting explosions in Ukrainian cities where smoke was also seen rising above the skyline there. Before President Putin spoke, Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky pleaded for peace in a late-night address and said he tried to call Putin but was unsuccessful, his calls going unanswered. President Joe Biden is expected to talk about the invasion later today. And what's next? We'll have more as it develops. Guilford County Emergency Management warning of a potential 3G shutdown as 5G moves into the area. AT&T ended the service Tuesday, and it could significantly affect people who have older phones, people who drive older cars, or even use emergency alert devices like Life Alert. EMS and 911 cannot fix any outdated devices. Cell phone companies can update your phone, usually to a 4G or newer capable device. Manufacturers also should be able to help with updating car systems or emergency alert devices.
Some Truist customers can't access their money since the SunTrust and BB&T merge. On February 19th, the merger was set to go through with customers told to activate their new debit and credit cards on the 21st, which was Monday, a federal holiday. People on social media were complaining that they weren't able to access their money. Now, days later, they still can't. An advisory on the Truist website says, we deeply regret any challenges our clients may have experienced as we made that transition. And therapy and counseling is becoming more mainstream, but mental health experts say stigmas remain within the Black community. That's why for the first time, the Greensboro Library is launching a community conversation about mental health to break barriers that could be holding them back. WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller is taking a closer look at those barriers and how they're being addressed.
Some of it stems from ways of thinking passed down by loved ones for generations. For instance, being told it's not okay to talk about your feelings or being told to be strong. And there's statistics backing this. According to the National Alliance on Mental Health, 63% of people believe a mental health condition is a sign of personal weakness. To dive deeper into these statistics and stigmas, The Greensboro Library is using its Black History Month programming to focus on Black wellness and health. We know people from all walks of life come in and out of public libraries every day, and staff at the Greensboro Community Center say they see their challenges and the things that they face on a regular basis. To be a resource for improvement, they've created a safe space where a group of mental health professionals will offer insights and help people release unhealthy beliefs surrounding mental health.
I've heard people say, "Oh, well, they have a problem. You know, they just leave it to the Lord in prayer and things like that." But we want to do more than that. We want to break these generational curses. We want people to get help. We want there to be some sort of way that you don't necessarily have to carry this baggage around, because you'll be free to do other things.
And on top of unhealthy patterns and stigma surrounding mental health in the Black community, there's a lack of representation and access to Black therapists.
But the percentage of Black mental health professionals is between 2% and 5%. So it's very, very small. And even when I've gone on therapist directories, you scroll through and it's like, 20 pages of like white therapists, and then you filter out Black therapists and there's like 5 pages.
During tonight's discussion, mental health professionals will talk about why representation matters and where you can find resources. They'll also touch on a variety of topics from trauma and rehabilitation to holistic and faith-based therapy. The presentation begins at 7 p.m. tonight on the library's Facebook page. And the therapist you just heard from says that she has seen transformation take place in the Black community once the stigmas and barriers surrounding it are removed.
All right, so you're feeling the chillier temperatures outside, and it's a good thing that it's cold because it's National Chili Day. It's perfect timing because of this cool off. And a big bowl of chili on a winter day really does go hand in hand.
Sure does.
It does.
Also the couch.
And now I want some chili. In light of National Chili Day, we have a very pressing question to ask. We might actually have two now. Our Chad Silver posted it on his Facebook page. Do you consider chili to be a soup? Inquiring minds want to know.
All right, so let's go over some of the responses on Chad's Facebook page. I had to think about it for a second. Okay, Barbara said, yes, it's eaten in a bowl, so yeah, of course it's a soup. Melissa responded to Barbara's comment saying, so is cereal, and that's not a soup.
Ooh.
You guys. Diane said chili is like stew, it's a meal, not soup. And Amy said, not if you put it on a hot dog.
But, never mind.
But
continue.
we'll save that.
just
Save
continue.
that. Save your butts. Kathy says, no, chili can go with beer, not so much as soup. Michelle says, not soup. Soup has broth. Luann says, yes, if the chili is soupy. All right. Go ahead, Christian.
This also opens up the discussion. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Who wants to lay their cards out on the table?
Okay,
first?
so wait, we have to tackle one at a time.
Okay, we'll do chili first.
For the sake of my aging brain, we have to do this one at a time.
This is the same kind of thing, though. Am I right?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
right. It's a good debate. Okay.
Okay.
Tracy.
So in terms of chili, I just eat it. I don't consider it anything but good and tasty. And the only requirement for my chili is that it has some brown sugar in it. And that's it.
So are you remaining neutral on the question?
I just want to eat it.
You haven't answered the question.
And I won't because I just want to eat it. That is my answer.
You're doing what reporters hate when leaders, they don't answer the question.
I did answer the question.
You didn't answer the
But-
I
question.
did.
But does it matter?
Ooh.
For this, and does it affect anyone's life? No.
Definitely
Like
not.
a huge impact? Absolutely not. But I think that it's a good debate to have
It is a
and to
good
have
debate,
your
yeah.
reasons. So my hot take with some hot chili is it's not a soup because even if it's soupy, you just made it wrong. It shouldn't be soupy. It should be like a creamy type deal. And
Thicker.
Yes,
Yeah.
thicker. And soup has broth. I agree with one of our viewers who said that soup has broth. And I mean,
Not every soup.
not every soup, because you talk about New England clam chowder, that's creamier, but I still consider New England clam chowder a soup. It's a different kind of soup because it's a chowder, So if you're talking about chowder, like a chowder-based soup, it's more creamy. But chili is chili. It's chili.
Right. That's what I was going to say. Chili is its own.
It's its own thing.
Right? Yeah.
It's just chili. Christian, do you agree?
Just chili.
It's just chili, but it's good chili. Chili, not just to be like you don't matter, because chili matters.
Right.
I fight for chili.
So I just want to let you guys know, I did look it up because someone has to have the official answer.
And we
Of course, it'll be the
opinion.
one who doesn't want to answer it.
Official answers come from Google. So
Clearly, I used Google.
yeah.
So this one on a top website, recipe website, says chili is not a soup as it is not liquid based.
Ooh.
So,
Boom goes the dynamite.
right. So your broth explanation was correct, but it didn't go all the way to include any liquid.
So are you telling me my answer was incomplete?
No, I'm not saying that at all. What? What are you doing? What's happening?
Why is she on trial?
I'm literally just trying to tell you what Google said.
So I'm
Okay?
halfway.
Gosh.
Here's the other
There's a lot happening
extension.
here today.
Here's the other extension to this, right? People were talking about it because they put it on, they put it on a hot dog or put it on a cheeseburger. So then the question is chili actually a meal or is it a condiment?
Oh.
It could be both.
See, it could be both.
Yeah.
Would you like
Chili
me to
does
Google
what-
it, or will I get attacked for that too? No.
I'm just asking.
Just asking a question.
Ed, what's your take? Let's go to
Okay,
you.
let me settle this, okay? I've been
Oh,
sitting
boy.
back listening to y'all go back and forth. It's not a soup. It's not a soup. Soup has more of a broth, as I think somebody said. And if chili, in my opinion, and this is only my opinion, if it's made properly, it is thicker, okay? But I'll tell you what this discussion has done. When I knew that we were going to have this discussion, and it was, National Chili Day or whatever, and Christian will attest to this. I've been sitting back in the wood shop making a list of ingredients in my favorite chili called Mountain Man Chili. And as soon as I get off work, I'm gonna go to the supermarket, get those ingredients, and go home and make some chili for Chili Day.
There you go.
I can attest
And
to that.
it will not be a soup. It will be chili, and it will be so good.
I can also attest to the fact that he offered me some and then said, never mind, I'm going to eat it all.
Oh, man.
Oh Lord, I may show up tomorrow, Christian, on my day off
Wow.
with a little Tupperware container of my chili because it's going to knock your socks off. I'm a good cook. I'm a good cook, especially when it comes to chili. So there you go.
I'm waiting.
Well, I'm waiting too. But
Oh, Lord.
Christian, tomorrow is our two-person show.
Yeah.
It's the two of us.
Yeah.
So, Ed always makes all these promises on Thursdays. He's like, oh, Monday.
He's like, no, I'm sorry, I was off.
No, I told him because I won't see Christian again until Tuesday. That's when we work together again. And I said, I rather quickly said, oh, I'll bring you some. And then I thought, well, it'll all be gone by Tuesday. It'll probably be gone by Saturday or Sunday. So maybe the next batch, who knows?
Yeah, chili is just one of those good, tasty.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anyway, I just like brown sugar in it because I like everything I eat sweet, but
Yep.
I don't like spicy or hot foods. So that's why I said brown sugar. But red beans, lots of meat. I cheat a lot and I use the canned chili to kind of give it a little bit more thickness. But I love chili, especially if I'm eating it on top of a hot dog or something like that. I don't usually have crackers with my chili. I usually have crackers with soup. Oh, maybe I'm answering the question. I usually have crackers with soup, but not with my chili. I usually have bread with chili. How about you guys? No?
I think crackers just completely screw up soup. I know that a lot of people like it.
Oh, I like it.
And again, Ed's giving his opinion, so I want to make that clear. But crackers, a soggy cracker is a gross thing. Okay,
I probably
so
shouldn't tell you that I like my cereal soggy.
Yeah. You put a cracker in soup and it gets soggy and it's just not good.
But you don't like those oyster crackers in like New England clam chowder?
Oh no, I'll eat them separately, but not together. Won't work.
Interesting.
Interesting.
I feel like it adds a little crunch.
Yeah, everybody has their thing, I guess.
Yeah, what
Now,
floats your boat, yeah.
Hot dogs, are they sandwiches?
I don't believe
We're
it
going to
is.
be here
I
a
don't
long
believe so.
time.
No, I just
What do you
of it
think,
as a hot
Christian?
dog.
I don't think so, no.
Oh, okay. So we all agree.
Can I look it up?
Yes, look it up.
That got us so far with
Tracy's
the last
doing-
conversation.
Tracy's doing research.
Hey, Tracy,
Yes,
Tracy,
sir.
while you're looking it up, I'll do the 7-day, and then hopefully you can give us an answer.
do it.
I don't know what a hot dog is rather than good if it's a Nathan's hot dog, but hey, that's for another day, I guess. All right, chilly today. You know I had to use that. Temperatures dropping this morning. You know, our high of 57 came at 1 o'clock. We're going to drop through the 40s today with periods of cold rain, especially this morning, but there could be a little light rain and drizzle this afternoon. We'll go down to about 42 tonight. Any showers move out. We could see a little patchy fog develop. Tomorrow, the front that moved through yesterday is going to move back north as a warm front and put us back in the warm air. So we should be in the upper 60s, a little breezy and mainly dry on Friday. And then another cold front moves through, and that'll drop temperatures for the weekend. Not a washout weekend. It'll be a little extra cloudy on Saturday, upper 40s to near 50. And then we'll bring in a small rain chance on Sunday morning, but note the low chance, only a 30% chance, and then partly sunny in the afternoon, and low 50s. And then the first part of the work week looks pretty dry as we move back through the 50s and maybe reach 60 by Wednesday.
All right, guys, so I looked this up because there is a National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, and they have the official word on this. And its president says, in essence, it boils down to a hot dog is its own unique item that exceeds the sandwich category. It breaks itself free of the sandwich category, and he said, hot dog is not a sandwich. So because it is, you're right, it could be classified as one, but it's a separate category altogether, is what he says.
Be free.
So then chili and
So that's
hot
that.
dogs are the same.
Yeah, they have their own.
They have
They
their
have
own
their
thing.
subgroup.
They are their own people.
Yes.
Foods.
Independent.
Independent.
So now that you know that there is a council for this type of
Thank God. Where would we be without it?
We like to
Don't
educate
know.
people on this show.
well,
Hard-hitting stuff.
it was very
hard
easy
hitting.
to find. All right, thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. Who knows what's going to happen tomorrow on After GMS, so stay here. Well, you can get off, but log back on at 7:45 tomorrow morning, and we'll see what's going to happen, because you never know.
You never know.
Take
Please
care.
come back.